Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We're on the free-to-play channel today, and I'm very excited. This video is coming out a little bit later than usual because I've been very hard at work on the account. So we did finally 6-star Gnut, as you can see right here. And in the champion training tournament, we are doing okay. Now, I know that I had mentioned I was very interested in getting Illusinia. That is true, but when I said that, I didn't realize that she was going to be a reward for winning the tournament. That was a mistake on my part. Should have known better. It's very rare that they would give us a free champion just for, for completing a tournament. So winning the tournament is the condition for Illusinia. Now, I will say that 7,000 points is achievable. However, the same thing that happened last time, and I know you guys are going to come at me in the comments. That will likely not be the final score that I have to beat. There's still 2 days and 5 hours left in this tournament, and they're going to keep upping and upping and upping their score. I don't think Illusinia is worth the grind. Now, one of the things that I really try to do on this account, and I don't talk about it enough, is I try to make it realistic. And what I mean by that is if I wanted to have the most efficient and perfect free-to-play account, I would be playing all day, every day, spending every little bit of energy efficiently, trying to generate as many resources as possible, doing every champion training tournament, and so on and so forth. Just building up my reserve of resources. And if I was to play extremely efficiently and using my gems and using my resources and my energy and all those things, it's very possible that I could complete something like this. But that's not really what this account is about. This account is about trying to demonstrate a normal, traditional kind of style free to play where you don't have all day to play. You play every now and then. You kind of, do the things that you need to do. And that is why I've gone slow on a few certain things. Now, this is why I have so many legendaries that aren't leveled up, right? I mean, Armand's is still only 50, you know? And had I not pulled Gnut, Armand's would have been my next 6-star, but and then after him would be Yakarl. So lots of different kind of things up in the air, but the key point that I'm trying to make here is that I I try to keep this account to be more realistic, not as over the top as other accounts may be, because that's not exactly how you, my viewers, would play, right? Not everybody can play this game all day, every day. I can't play this game all day, every day. I have a full-time job. So I kind of wanted to remind you guys of that because it can start to get out of control in the comments where it's like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Um, I I have to make decisions based on how much time I have to play, and so on and so forth. But enough about that. Gnut is now 6 stars. Now I'm kind of at a bit of an impasse. I don't really know what I want to do. So I have a keg, or what do they call it in this? XP barrel. So I could use this XP barrel and instantly have a 6-star Gnut. But something that I like doing is leveling up new champions once I 6-star them in Minotaur. So I get them, it gets them about half, well, maybe level 40 or so by grinding Minotaur and getting all of their scrolls while also gaining their energy. It's kind of like an efficient way to level up and not waste that energy, right? I'm gaining something from that energy. I'm gaining XP and I'm also gaining scrolls, so I can double dip. The problem is I don't know if that's the most efficient way to use my energy during a champion training tournament. And that's where I'm kind of torn. I'm very tempted and using an XP barrel isn't exactly the most efficient way either, but it is quite tempting to have Gnut fully leveled, ready to go. But masteries play a really big role in a Gnut and his build, and I don't want to just dismiss those masteries. So what I might do overnight tonight is use RSL Helper, tell it, hey, get me all the Minotaur scrolls or Gnut and get him leveled up to a certain point. I have a lot of extra brews. Maybe I use those just to top him off, and I save the XP barrel maybe for somebody else later on. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And you can see that's what happened with Arbiter, right? Arbiter's only been 45 for a very long time. I still haven't even really built her masteries, which I do need to do, but she's doing everything I need her to do right now. I actually have quite a few champions that, what? I don't know why he has scrolls on him. Soul Bond, I know why she does, and I just haven't built her. It's just what it boils down to. But, or no, she just has a few scrolls. Yeah. Cold Heart needs a blessing, but I'm in no rush right now because she's not leveled up yet. So, anyways, kind of what my point here is that I think I would use my energy overnight, get Gnut leveled up about halfway, get him all of his scrolls, and then I'll build his masteries for you guys and finish leveling him up while we're in the middle of this champion training tournament. So I do not believe that I will be able to win this tournament. Now, we will see what happens in 2 days and let's say 2 days and see if I'm anywhere close to the top. As you can see, I'm really only in position 7 right now. But what I would like to do is to continue grinding and leveling up food and trying to get at least these 100 points or the legendary book, which that's pretty steep for a legendary book. I mean, you got to consider how many champions I've just leveled up, and I ranked up a 5-star to a 6-star. I've been putting in a lot of work this evening, but I will say that this is only in the course of 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and I generated 4,452 points. It does cost gems. Like, I didn't have a big energy stockpile, and I don't think I'm going to get a big energy stockpile until, what would that be? So this is tomorrow reset, so Monday reset. So Monday night, I'd get a little bit of extra energy to help me out. So that is one option. So I mean, we'll see. But I'm going to spend probably about 600 gems tonight, maybe a little bit less. What I will do is also finish out. Oh, I'm about to get weekly reset too. So I'm about to get a pretty big influx of energy now that I look at it. So that'll actually be a really good time to farm those scrolls and hopefully not have to spend too many gems. I really don't want to go into this fusion below like 1,500 gems. I'd really like to be around that amount. But if you remember last time, I went into fusion and I had about like 3,000 gems and barely had to dip into those. So, but this next coming fusion is very, very important to this account. It's one we really need to do. We are somewhat set up to do it. 50, so even getting I thought maybe the primal quartz would help too, but the primal quartz here isn't enough. It's only 50 primal quartz, so that would only get me to 70. But still, that extra ancient for sure we want. That legendary book will be huge. And we are going into Clan v Clan this coming week, so I'll be able to book up a bunch of champions. I am definitely going to completely book out Gnut. Book him out as much as I possibly can. I only have 4 legendary books right now. He is a little bit book heavy. I'd really love to bring this cooldown to a 4-turn if possible. And we definitely need to book out the A1 because you really want this to be 100% chance, not 80% chance. So we could use all the legendary books we can get, and a great spot to get a legendary book right now is from this tournament. So we're going to do that. I'm going to push extra hard. I do have some time, and obviously I'm going to generate some energy. So we're going to try and push. What I'll probably do, who do I want to level? Let's think about this. Who would I want to rank up to 6 stars next? It's an interesting decision, right? We've got, these are the candidates for the next 6 star. We have Cold Heart, Armands. I think that's about it right now for who I would want to 6 star. Armands is very going to be very good for arena, of course. Also very good for wave clear, which we just reset Doom Tower, so he's going to be very useful there. Cold Heart alongside Gnut is a powerhouse. You have huge turn meter control, and you have a ton of direct damage, a ton of enemy max HP damage for bosses. It's a great 1-2 punch. She's also Void Affinity, which makes her very useful everywhere. It's very, very tempting to go with Cold Heart as well. So I have some decision making to do. Let me know in the comments who you guys think I should go with. I'm slightly leaning towards Cold Heart personally, but also remember that everything that Cold Heart is going to do, Gnut kind of does the same thing. He does enemy max HP, but on a triple hitter. He brings Weaken, which Cold Heart doesn't bring. And then he also, his turn meter reduction from his A1 is from his A1, and it's a multi-hitter. So he really brings a lot of the same stuff that Cold Heart does. Admittedly, though, Cold Heart is easier to book and build and level. She only needs, 70% crit rate, I think, like something like that. So there are definite pros and cons to all of them. And I do have 4 rare books for Cold Heart. So I do think I really don't know. I don't know who I want to go with at this point in time. So let me know in the comments. Seriously, let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do, because I'm just curious. I may agree, I may disagree. You may open my mind, open my eyes to a few different areas of the game that I haven't considered. But I think I've got my plan going forward. I do need to finish my dailies today, so I'm gonna finish those, knock those out, get the weeklies started, and then set this up to run overnight, getting the masteries done for Gnut. So I'll have Gnut fully leveled and ascended tomorrow. Great news, by the way. This tournament, because it's a champion training tournament, I do gain points for ascension. So if you watch, you'll see I ascend him, boom, 10 tournament points. Now, it's so low because it's only level 2 of ascension, but I will gain points for ascending him as well. So this is a great time to ascend some of my champions. Now, I'm not saying this is the best way to get points. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm simply saying that I can double dip a little bit. I think there's a weekly quest as well to ascend champions. So I'm going to try and refresh my weekly here. I only need to do 2 more arenas, which should be pretty quick because I run a pretty fast speed team here. So just give me a moment. Let's knock out these quick arenas. There we go. Okay. Was that not 5? Do I need to do one? I need to do 1 more, apparently. I might lose this one, actually. I'm just saying that because they have Terrace. Oh, thank goodness he's slow. There we go. That was what I was looking for. Okay. Weekly, boom, reset. And then we have a chance for all this extra energy. So ascend, yep, I was right. There's an ascension one. So we'll come in here. Was it 2? Yeah. We'll ascend Gnut. There's some more energy. Upgraded champion. Well, I should have waited. I don't think I have a champion ready to go to rank 4 at the moment, unfortunately, other than Painkeeper, but I'm not interested in doing that at the moment. So, is there any energy in the classic arena takedown? Hey, look right there, 50. Haha. Okay, so all right, got the dailies done. I've been kind of falling behind on my daily content. Now, all my daily quests are getting done. And yesterday, this account, I spent all my stuff, right? I used all my crypt keys, I used all my fortress keys, did all my arena tokens. I did that on the free to play. My main account is really suffering though. And I'm not getting certain stuff done because I've been kind of so busy of late, but okay, just thinking if there's anything else I need to do. No, I think that's going to be it. So we'll call this a video. Gnut is pretty much there. In fact, yeah, he's already 3-starred now, so that unlocks, I think the passive is what that unlocked. I guess there's a way to check. So, yep, Gnut. Or not. Yeah, because this shows them unlocked. Okay. All right, well, I'm pretty sure it was the passive that I unlocked there, so he's not a progressive chance. I won't be able to access it that way. Okay. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Gnut is finally 6 stars. We're ready to get rocking and rolling with him. I'm gonna have him mastered and leveled tomorrow, and then I'll build him. As far as gear goes for him, I'm not gonna put any gear on him because it'll slow down the Minotaur runs for him. But if I did crit damage with crit rate and defense percent and accuracy, it doesn't exist. So probably just accuracy. If I could get him in Relentless, I would actually like that. Especially because he's not going to be fully booked right away. So getting him more turns is actually very important. Okay, so there's that. Do I have a defense percent with crit rate, crit damage? I'm looking for a chest in particular. What about just crit rate? Just looking to see if I have any relentless defense percent stuff. I don't. Okay. So then let's look for a perfect piece. Accuracy. It's already equipped. I'm not going to take that off. Okay, yeah, we definitely have some good options here. Well, it's not a great roll. But I do like the 6-star. Oh, and that's a ton of crit rate. That'll open up other areas later. Let's look at speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, defense percent. Okay, no perfect piece. This one would be really good as well. Okay. Only 5-star boots. What if we take off the accuracy portion? I don't like the way these rolled, though. No rolls into the crit rate or crit damage. So I think these avenging boots would be the best. So now, I'm just theory crafting right now. Who knows what we end up doing. Crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, defense percent. Okay, that piece isn't going to come off. We just do crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. Is there any relentless gear in here? one piece, but it's being used. So, all right, I think I'm going to give up on the Relentless Hope. I did see a piece of Perception, which is good, and I have quite a bit of crit rate so far. So I'm wondering if there are any just crit damage pieces that can make a. This is a good piece. I think I'd want to use this. Only a little bit of crit rate, but we're getting extra crit damage, and well, I don't think I can complete a kill stroke set. If I take off the accuracy requirement, can I complete a kill stroke set? No. Just curious about what kill stroke I do have available to me. So this helmet, really bad rolls on this helmet. The shield is great. This piece from Geomancer is kind of interesting. Like I feel like this piece is actually much better on a Gnut than it is to be on Geomancer. I can replace a shield for Geomancer, right? If I do just shield, and I would want speed, accuracy, HP percent, defense percent. Yeah, this is a much better shield for Geomancer than what he currently has on. Because he's not even completing the set either. I'm going to go ahead and swap that. I lose a little bit. I mean, I do lose stats because I'm losing, but I already said I wanted him to be faster. And I do lose some accuracy, but it's not really the set that works for him. And then I can just re-enchant and try and get some lucky rolls here. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'll spend some of the cheaper ones. There we go. Try to make up for some of the losses that he has here. That was a nice roll. Okay, cool. So that actually was really good pick because that speeds up my Geomancer a little bit, which I've been saying for a long time I want to do. 321 is still a fair amount of accuracy for what I'm needing out of him right now. And, you know, we're still holding on to some of those high survivability stats as well, especially after applying buffs back to the item here. So torn about these boots as well, but the fact that it's a crappy roll means I think they're fine staying on Geomancer for now. So, all right. Well, I think I've blabbered on enough and kind of gone over it. I will do the final build for Gnut tomorrow. I said I would stream tomorrow. I don't know how committed well, I should. I really should. I'll probably do some of this on stream and record it at the same time. So whatever recording I do tomorrow, I will do while streaming, and that way we can kind of double dip, right? So I'll record my content and stream it to you guys. You guys can give input as well, and we'll kind of go that route because nobody mentioned any interest in having an account takeover. So I probably won't be doing any account takeovers tomorrow because I didn't see any comments or any Discord messages about it. So I'm gonna also get Arbiter's Masteries done too. We need to get those knocked out as well. So, and I think is there a artifact enhancement? There is an artifact enhancement, so it's a great time to build Gnut as well. try and get some points out of here, try and get shards out of here. This is just a great time to be playing the game in general. Now, I do want to touch on the fact that I'm doing stuff. The content that I'm doing in the game is stuff that I want to be doing. I'm not doing it because of the events. The events are just a bonus for me. I want to level up Gnut. I'm gonna double dip and get extra resources from champion training. That does mean that I'll be progressing through this Titan event, but I'm not going for the Titan event. And I want to be clear about that. It's not that I think the soul is bad. It's that I I simply do not have the resources to do this Titan event and then try to go for a fusion in a week or two. It's just not in the cards. I have to play smart, and no, I took the bait on the double legendary. It paid off. I can't be mad about it. But this fusion coming up is very, very important to the account, and I do not want to miss it. So we are definitely going to be playing smart to knock out that fusion. So saving resources and trying to do what I can. So I'm not just going to spend resources for the sake of spending resources. What I'm saying is that I have leveled up Gnut during champion training tournament. I am going to continue to do the necessary things for him during that tournament. Now, you should know books do count in tournaments, champion training tournaments. However, I'm not going to use those books. I'm saving them for Clan v Clan, which I think will get me better resources on the account. So, just kind of letting you guys know what my approach is here, because I don't think it's feasible to keep doing all of these events. I mean, unless you're spending and buying energy and buying, maybe not buying silver because you'd be getting that from energy, but buying gems or whatever. If you're not doing those things, it's very difficult to keep doing these events over and over. And also burnout is a thing for some people. So, I don't. That's why I'm not even touching the Titan event on my main account. It's like I'm good. First of all, my Mikage on my main account has a 6-star soul, so I really don't need it. Anyways, I've talked enough, and I think I've said I was gonna let you guys go for 3 different times now. So we'll call that a video. Thank you guys so much for watching me again. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be streaming right here on YouTube. I'm actually going to set up the stream right now, and basically that means that you guys will be able, it'll give you a reminder and stuff that I'll be streaming tomorrow at 9. So I look forward to doing that. We'll record several bits of content live, such as building Gnut, picking his masteries, etc. And I look forward to it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.